It's a 3-week course. We're looking at Sergeant First Class and above. Primary audience is captains, MCCC complete captains. The purpose of the course is to teach capabilities and limitations for emerging and current robotics and autonomous systems in the Army, and how to integrate them into a maneuver formation to enable combined arms maneuver. Since robotics and autonomous systems are becoming a lot more common in a lot of units, we're helping bridge that gap between year groups such as mine that didn't have these growing up. So now that we can have leaders go into the force and help advise and plan these maneuver formations, so that gap becomes smaller and smaller and smaller as robotics and autonomous systems get integrated throughout all the PMEs. We're learning just intro to robotics and autonomous systems, common terms, graphic control measures, and just the basics of planning, with a heavy emphasis learning on UGVs in this first week. What they are, what the Army has, what the Army could have, emerging technologies, and then employment considerations. We finished the first week with a cognitive exercise. It's a tactical decision exercise, which is a first practice for the students to plan as a mobile brigade combat team infantry company commander that has robotic and autonomous systems attached to them. And it's their first chance to see planning considerations and for us to identify what else we need to focus in on for teaching. The second week we dive into UAS, a lot of UAS considerations, what UAS is currently in the Army, what transformation and contact units are using or what they're forecasted to get, and those employment considerations. And then the second week they get their second tactical decision exercise, which is they are now a ABCT mechanized infantry company team commander with more robotic and autonomous systems attached to them, UGVs and UAS and EW capabilities that they have to manage to be able to do a defensive operation. And then we end that week with a case study on the last day where they actually get to make their own drone from scratch. And we do have a written exam that they have to pass and then a retake of the written exam. The final week is when we transition into offensive stuff, RAS in support of the offense, robotic and autonomous systems in support of the offense. And there's still that same ABCT mechanized infantry company team commander with the same robotic and autonomous systems attached, a couple more things, and now they have to do an offensive maneuver. So they see it from both sides. And then we also finish out that week with learning about leadership and ethics of robotic and autonomous systems and how to have a really good human robotic teaming and what that looks like.